Awesome. All right. Well, thank you everyone to coming to my class today. Today we're going to be talking about ChatGPT, and just kind of doing a little quick demo of it and how I think it's useful for agents. If anybody wants to unmute or just raise a hand, have you guys ever used ChatGPT before? Are you super familiar with it? Um, Anything like that?
I've
I
used
use
it
it.
before. Sorry,
Hey,
Andrew.
Heather.
Hey, yeah, I've used it before. I'm not very imaginative when it comes to crafting paragraphs and things like that when I'm posting on social media. So I find it really helpful, and the fact that you can ask for it to make it conversational or make it engaging. It's a really great tool.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you guys had like a little bit a good experience with it and using it and know that you can, yeah, describe the tone and level of professionalism you want to be in there. So I think it's a really great tool to kind of use in your business and help with social media because let's be honest, writing the captions is probably the like worst part. um, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and kind of get started here. Perfect. So this is kind of what we're going to be going over today. So this is a link to kind of get your own account. So ChatGPT is free. There is a paid version, but the free version works just fine for kind of what we're going to do today. And then if you're like, oh, this is great, I'd like to see what the other features are, you can look into that paid program. I'm not sure how expensive it is, but that's definitely something we could look into. You sign up with your Google account, that could be your KW email or your personal email, kind of whatever you want to do there. And then literally you can just log in and start creating prompts. Kind of like Heather said, it's great for like you can use it for content planning, caption writing, email writing. I've used it to help me write my biography before. So just give it information and say, hey, write my professional biography with this, and it'll kind of spit back something that you can then go and edit. It can also help you with video scripts. I don't know if anybody has used it like that, but I've given it some information and asked for it to write me a script for a short Instagram reel. It can help with smart plan creations as well and blog posts. So there's a lot of different things that you can kind of use this for. Um, a few kind of notes on how to use this program. So it is AI. It was kind of the first big AI to kind of come out to the public, or at least that I was aware of, and that really like took off. So it's a little like a search engine, but not super how you use it. So think like you're having a conversation. So you can ask it direct questions, give it a direct prompt. And I have a few examples here that we'll plug in and kind of see what it spits out. But yeah, it's a really great tool. So perfect. Let's go ahead and get into it. So this is what it looks like after you've logged in, created your account. This is just kind of a basic page, what it looks like here, and then you can type in your message down here at the bottom. So let's see. Writes a good morning caption. So I'm just going to give it a prompt real quick. Write a good morning caption for my tech class. And let's see what it comes back with. So rise and shine. Let's code our way to brilliance. We're not coding today, but one line at a time. So just kind of a cute good morning message if you're like, hey, like I want something a little bit more, but don't want to put too much brain power into it. So it's definitely, I think, a great tool for something like this. Yeah, any questions so far kind of about what we're doing, how we get here, and I'll send a link out as well. So literally you just click this link. It takes you, I'm already logged in, but you'll just literally log in with your email and password and get to this page. Any questions so far? Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and type in some of these prompts that I've made just so you can kind of see how you can play with it, what it's going to give you back, and then you can copy and paste into your captions if you're scheduling out social media. So it can be ready to go, and then it's kind of a plug and chug kind of method. So which is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this one in here. So write a caption for social media, thanking my clients for leaving a review of my real estate services. So I'm going to type that in here. So it's basically thinking like, what message do I want? And just asking it to write that. Perfect, and this is what it came up with. So grateful for our amazing clients. Thank you for taking the time to leave such a wonderful review of our real estate services. Check the grammar always because this says reviews of our real estate services. So if you're an individual agent, you won't want to say our. You want to say my or something like that. Your feedback means the world to us, continues to help us improve and provide the best experience. Here's to many successful home journeys together. So it's a great a starting point if you don't like your feedback means the world, or you can literally just take any part of it that you don't like out. You can also give it kind of prompts like you're talking to an admin that's doing your social media. Say, hey, I like this, but I want it to be longer, so make it longer. Just type in make it longer, and it'll come up with something else. And now it's a little bit longer, so each piece of feedback really warms our hearts, but also drives us to continually improve. And that sort of thing. And then you can also change the tone by saying, write this in a professional tone. And then you're going to get immensely grateful reviews for real estate services, deeply appreciated, play a crucial role. So just kind of a little bit more business-like, professional, make it more casual. So if that's not your voice and that's not what you sound like and that's not how you communicated with your client, just make it more casual. So grateful for our use words like amazing, means the world to us, keep improving. So just that sort of thing. So you can tailor it to kind of your voice and how you talk to clients. Perfect. Has anybody used it to write a thank you caption before? Anything like that? Perfect.
It's just so helpful for many things, and you can direct it to exactly what you want it to provide for you, which is really helpful with the details. So it's awesome
Absolutely.
to see all these prompts that you came up with. That's great because how much time does everyone spend, coming up with what they're going to add to their pictures? And this just helps.
Absolutely, yeah. One trick that I really liked as well is when you're doing like an open house or you're doing a just listed, you've already written the property description. Literally go take that property description, and say, write me a social media caption inviting people to my open house about a house with this information, and literally put 2 bedrooms, 3 baths. I have an example here, and it'll come up with that information for you, which is really nice. It takes the information from like bullet points to, hey, this is my open house, come 2 beds, 3 baths, that kind of thing, without a ton of time on your part, which is really nice. So thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. Perfect. So write a social media caption based off this property description to advertise an open house I'm holding May 27th, 2 to 4. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that in. So that was just my directions up here and then the house details right here. Copy and paste. And enter. Awesome. So join us for an open house May 27th from 2 to 4 p.m. Discover this stunning 2-bedroom, 3-bath home, 2,000 square foot. Complete privacy with no neighbors in sight, a private pool, breathtaking mountain views. Obviously, I made this home up. This does not exist here in Columbus, Ohio. But perfect vacation or investment property. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Which just kind of makes it more inviting than 2-bed, 3-bath, come visit, that kind of thing. So, and you can even say add more details. And let's see what it comes up with. I didn't give it a ton of details, but it just came up with a tranquil vacation home or smart investment property, spacious rooms, modern amenities, serene surroundings. So just kind of adding more, almost filler, but a little bit more eye-catching stuff maybe people are looking for. You can even say you want one sentence or something like that. If I could spell sentence. let's see. If you want it to be shorter, so join us open house, still getting that information in there, but just more condensed version. So there's a lot of different things. This tool can save you a lot of time when you're planning out your social media. What other things? You could use it to write emails. So write an email to generate traffic to my website. Let's see what it does there. And I did not provide website real estate information, anything like that. So let's see how direct it's going to be. Perfect. Discover your dream home. So it writes you a subject line, which is really nice. So you don't forget that. So discover your dream home, visit our real estate website today. Dear recipient name, it will not pull their name in for you. You will have to type that name in when you're sending that email. Just something to remember before you send out. So it doesn't say recipient's name. Because that does not look the most professional. I hope this email finds you well. Valued client, excited to share latest listing. Services available for vacation home. You will type in your website here, which can be your KW website. Great place to put that. And then just kind of features of the website and an email here. So this is a great informational email, like, hey, check out my website. And you don't have to think up kind of all this information. Of course, you're going to want to edit it, make it sound like you, make sure there is all of these things on your website. So virtual home tours, up-to-date market insights, and that sort of thing. So just make sure it's accurate, and it will be more accurate the more information you put in here. I literally just said traffic to my website, and this is what it kind of came up with. Perfect. And then I'm going to have it write a script for video I want to create about Red Day. So let's see what it does. And just to point out here, so ChatGPT currently pulls all information from 2021 and before that. So it is a little behind. So it's not going to have who won the race yesterday and that sort of thing. So you will want to be aware of that information. But if things were existing and kind of happening before 2021, it's going to be able to search the internet for that and kind of know stats, what you're talking about. So if you're doing a specific stats, this happened yesterday, you will want to kind of type that information in. So you could say, just to make that more detailed and accurate. So something to be aware of there. Perfect. So write a script for the video. And it'll do like a whole kind of help you design the video. So open background music starts, text on screen. The host on camera. Hi everyone, welcome to Red Day. Let's see, it's still kind of generating. Perfect.
A template to look at, because I wouldn't even know how to come up with sometimes you're thinking about, I need to get this thought into a video, and then you don't have anywhere. It takes time to build it. So this is great because it just lists everything. You can change anything you want.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always customize it, even if it spits out the best thing, I always go through it, and you can prime it with the details that are relevant to the situation on everything. So I don't know. This is awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm so glad. Yeah, I totally agree. It's so much easier to start a project with a template, and then you can go in, oh, I don't like this. How about this instead? So start generating ideas. It's so daunting, especially if you're like, hey, this is my first video. Where do I start? Like, this is a great place to kind of get ideas for starting. Yep, and it'll even pull in like, I'm Ashley, today we're going to show what Red Day is all about. Cut to a montage of Keller Williams agents volunteering, and then do a voiceover. Red Day, right? Recognize, donate, annual day of service. And then it's counting in like, oh, I'll have an agent say this. I'll have another agent say this. So it's a really great tool that'll help you kind of with your marketing. And now doing the skills like the fade to black and stuff, I think you can do that on Instagram, but it'll take practice, but this is a great way to not have to think of everything before you start, or just kind of be daunted on how do I get started, that kind of thing. So awesome, yeah. And it knows what Red Day is because it happened in 2009. So there's a lot of information about it on the internet since 2009 to 2021. So that's why I'm able to just type that in. Perfect. And then I thought this one was fun. So rewrite this email in a more professional tone. And it just says, I want to have Friday off for family reasons. And let's just see what it says. Request for leave on Friday. Hope this email finds you well. Formal request doing upcoming Friday for personal reasons for your family. So it can help you with that. Just come up with a professional tone to say this one thing. Perfect. So let's do some planning a little bit. So you can even have it write you a social media schedule. Write me a social media planning schedule for the next 3 months. And let's just see what it says. Basic outline for social media scheduling for the next 3 months. Month 1, plan and strategy. Define social media goals. Okay, so it's kind of helping you. I should have narrowed my search there, but just kind of relationship. So that's kind of giving you content, what to focus your content on. So plan and launch any special campaigns. Oh, that's month 3. Month 2, so define social media goals. This is kind of like what you're doing this for. Set a calendar, specific dating posts and that sort of thing. So when you're going to post, themes, current trends. But if this ever doesn't give you what you want, so it kind of, I was thinking content, but this is more planning. So I'm just going to click this edit message right here, social media planning. I'm going to say social media content planning schedule for the next 3 months and see what it comes up with. And it even will give you a prompt. Feel free to adjust it to your specific goals, audience, and content strategy. So week 1, Monday, introduction post about your branded business. So that kind of gives you an idea of what to create. Share a customer testimonial. Friday, highlight a product or service. So this is just kind of helping you know what to post, what would be good, relevant, and just, yeah, give you an idea, give you a starting point. And then remember to mix up your content, engage with your audience, responding to comments and messages. Monitor your metrics regularly to see what performs best. Yeah, so I think this is really helpful as well. So this is 3 months. You're ready to go.
I love this, Ashley. Thank you for showing this. I never would have thought to even, I mean, I know it's great for a lot of things, but I never would have thought it would actually outline this like that. And that's super helpful.
Good. Yeah, you're welcome. I really love this tool. I think but it is like thinking, how can I use it? It's so much different than like anything we've ever kind of experienced before. And just so you guys know, there is a mobile version that works just like this desktop version, which is really nice. So you can be like, oh, I want to post this picture real quick. Help me write a caption about this. And you can just copy and paste it over and post like a regular photo. One thing I like to do, so if you're doing like, if you do any sort of like area specific post, so, oh, I want to talk about new businesses here in Columbus or businesses that started here, you could literally type in, give me a history about Jenny's ice cream and how it started and all that sort of thing. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. It'll do the research for you and conduct it into a short paragraph that you can post about it and you're good to go. Yep. So any other questions or anything like, oh, could I use it for this, and anything you want me to try? Any prompts that you want me to go ahead and type in and see what we get?
Yeah, something about objection handling
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see. What?
for the current buyers in the market, or anything. I just am curious. That's kind of what's on my mind.
Yeah.
And handling them better, of course.
To a client. Let's see. Saying they want 3 months before looking at homes or something like that. Is that an objection you're kind of looking at, or it's probably more like probably the
Anything, that would be great.
looking at homes, but I know the market won't be any better then. And that's just like a basic, this is a good starting point to kind of get to where I'm going. So if I don't know exactly how to get to the prompt, just try it. And if you don't like it, just reword it. This is what it came up with. So I completely just understand your desire to wait. I want to provide you with some insights into the current market conditions. Right now, we're seeing mention some trends. It can't pull those specific trends just because we're in 2024 and that sort of thing. But you're going to know these trends and that sort of thing. It gives you examples though, like so low inventory, increasing prices. While it's tempting to wait, it's important to consider that the market may not improve the next 3 months. It could be even more competitive, so making it harder to find the perfect home. I think that's a pretty good maybe rebuttal to an objection like that.
Keeps the conversation going.
Yeah, totally. I want to ensure you have all the information you need to make an informed decision. Would you be open to discussing your further options? Let's work together, make sure we're making the best decision for your future. I like that, and that you could definitely tweak it and make it maybe less. So this is kind of long, but how about we just say make it shorter?
It's like your little personal assistant.
Yeah, yep. You can bounce ideas back and forth with it. So, which is kind of nice. So it's kind of like talking to someone. So AI is different than Google in that way. It keeps like, this is like a log of a conversation, which is kind of cool and kind of helpful. So it's talking to me like a person instead of Google just spitting back articles about a topic that I put in. I understand your desire to wait. It's more important to note that the market may not improve in 3 months. In fact, it could be more competitive. Would you be open to discussing your options? I probably wouldn't say would you. I'd probably say like, let's keep discussing other options or something like that. Ensure you're making the best decision. So this would be a great text to send back or something to say on the phone, something like that. So yeah, but great prompt, Andrew. I liked that. That was cool. Perfect.
And you could set different folders for different topics also. So like if you have different ideas, like if you want to just have a social media one.
Absolutely. Yep. So I guess over here, this button over here, kind of logs all of your different conversations. So, and it kind of keeps track of when you've used it. So today, this is my tech class morning innovation. That was my first kind of prompt I gave it. But if you want to go back and say, hey, I really liked this one thing that ChatGPT said to me the other day. So this is yesterday, real estate templates. And just kind of showing the conversation here. So you can go back, copy and paste. I've not ran into a problem. I've been using ChatGPT for almost a year now, and I've never had an issue with it saying, hey, you have too many conversations going, you have too many like these little logs open. And I have the free version. So
look at all that. I love it. I thought I have like 5 or 6. And then I see yours like, so it's a great tool. I love it. And it's just great to have this, we can go kind of throw ideas out there. And if anyone else has any, I would want to hear how they would think they would try.
Yeah, anybody else want to see a prompt? Or just thinking, hey, like I've had it tell me a joke before. I'm like, tell me a fun joke. Just kind of seeing what it'll do, see like what it'll say, and it's a really fun tool to get in there and play with.
Yeah, I've used it for property descriptions before for listings. It can get really wordy. So it is good to edit it down because a lot of it's just, flashy words versus what you actually want people to know about the home. But it is really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely have seen it get a little cheesy. Like it says my amazing clients all the time, which is great, but let's change it up every now and again. But yeah, great starting place, somewhere you can go in. I've had to even write a social media post and add captions. Or not captions, I'm sorry, add hashtags about real estate and add 5 hashtags. So you don't have, that's another step that you don't have to go in and kind of think about, search for, all that sort of thing. Looking for your dream home, let's start a dreams at realty. whether it's a cozy home. And then it throws captions in here. So dream home, real estate goals, house hunting. So that's really nice too. A nice little detail in there. Sean, did you have something you wanted to see?
No, I've used it, but not to this extent. So I'm just kind of blown away. This is great.
Oh, gotcha. Cool, cool. Awesome. So there is one other, so this is kind of ChatGPT alone by itself. And I actually was talking to another agent here who gave me this really cool resource as well. And I'll send this to you when I send out my notes for this class and the link and all that stuff. And I'd love to demo this for you, but as I'm not a real estate agent like licensed, I do not have an AR account. So I cannot demo this for you, but she sent me this and said this is a great way to use ChatGPT as well. And she got this from, I think, a real estate magazine that just launched. So scriptwrite and AI content. So if you just go to this link right here, log in, I think the logins will be the same as your MLS. I'm not sure about that, but we can check on that. But if you go to the research tab, residential market trends, enter the county, city, zip code, anything you want to, any area you're looking at, type in your country zip code, what you'd like to research. Confirm it. So just click Delaware with the correct code, and then just go ahead and click create script, and it'll write you a script so you can do a video, social media campaign, or if you just want to see some metrics, and it'll pull it from, I believe, the MLS just for you. Yeah, I really wish I could do a demo for this, but I think it's really cool. So she said it was super easy. It worked really well for her. It'll just spit back one of these different
And that's built in, like online on the RPR.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. So if you go to the MLS and click, I think it's Quick Start or the menu, and it's on the right-hand toolbar, and you just go down RPR, it'll take you to this login page, and then you just follow these steps from there. And you can get that script. So that kind of solves our 2021 and not super up-to-date metrics and stuff like that. That kind of solves the issue there. But yeah. And I'll send this out as well. And if you ever like have issues with it, we can do another Zoom FaceTime or whatever you'd like and just kind of go through it and figure it out kind of together. And then just to highlight another feature in Command. So we have gotten our, oh, this is my website. AR feature in our own Command dashboard. And it works very similarly to ChatGPT. I do think ChatGPT is better for content writing and that sort of thing. This feature is more for helping with Command. So, but it can write content as well. So it's basically like, how do I write this text message? And it'll walk you through the steps on how to send a text message, but not necessarily the content of it. I'm still kind of working out this feature, but I do want to let you guys know it's there. And we do have our own AR system now available in Command. And it's not on the agent app though, so it's just on the dashboard or just on the desktop. Yeah, but just kind of two pieces there. Awesome. Well, that was kind of all the content I prepared. Does anybody else have any questions or anything like that? Okay, perfect. Awesome. Well, thanks guys for coming. If you have any questions, just let me know. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm like motivated to get something done today for sure.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Ashley.
Yes, you guys are so welcome. All right, I will talk to you all later.
Have a
Bye.
great
Have a
day.
good day.
See ya.